Hi, welcome to Ms. Kent's fourth graders website. I'm glad you're here today. As we go through this, I will be showing you my website, our website, as well as going through some questions for an interview. So as you can see, this is the welcome page of our site, and it is clearly kid friendly because we know kids do love, or students do love, candy. As we go through this page, we have a few tabs here: the schedule, our work, which is our gallery as well, and contact, where you can contact us. Up here I have my portfolio, where you will see a drop down of all the different sections of my portfolio. Here at gallery, we have some pictures that the kids will be putting up as we go along. Keep in touch. That is where you will see a forum where we can keep in touch and keep in contact with us and keep up to date with what we're doing in our classroom. As well as I said here, we have the class schedule and a little thing about cyber safety. So as we continue down this page here, on the right hand side, right now we have no event, but there will be class events that will be coming up and school events that we'll be posting in this area here. So the welcome message is right over here, and yeah. And as we scroll down, you'll meet the team. So our principal, who right now doesn't have a picture. Next is our office manager, and me, your teacher, Miss Kent. As the school year progresses, we'll get our new class photo. The old one I had to remove, but this is where you will find our class photo. So as I go to my portfolio, I want to show you some of the things that I've been doing, that we've been doing throughout this project. So this is section 1, where we introduced you to what the portfolio is going to look like and what you will be looking forward to as you go through the portfolio. So that's our introduction, section 1. Then as we go through, we have section 2, and section 2 is all about my background experience as a child, as an adult, and what led me to become who I am today here as a teacher candidate. All right, and then section 3 goes on and talks all about the artifacts, all the artifacts that I have used to help develop who I am today, and that have really played a huge role in developing the foundation of my teaching career and my philosophies and my pedagogy. So I've broken it up into a few parts as it would not fit. So as you can see, this is artifacts 1 through 4, and then it goes on to section, it shows more of section 3 and section 3, and then it goes on section 4, which is our alignment to standards. So this is where it shows that what I've done in terms of what I can how the standards line up with the artifacts that I chose. Then on to section 5, it's a whole reflection on this entire project, as well as a reflection of where I am and what we're going to be doing, or what I've done so far. And then lastly, we'll have section 6. So section 6 is the interview. So as we go through section 6, I'll be answering some questions related to interview. So it says, briefly share a little bit about your background experiences that have led you to choose a career in education. So my background experience has led me to education. Some of the things I can say that led me here specifically have been the leadership qualities that I entail, some things that were just innate in me, and then I just so happened to, as my career as a behavior teaching assistant progressed, I realized, and others have also realized, that teaching is my next step in life, and that's the avenue that I should be taking. And I believe everything happens in purpose, and I believe that is my purpose, is to teach, to educate, to create communities and environments with students who that will help them build and become great citizens. So what I've learned from this teaching program that will make me an excellent classroom teacher and colleague is teamwork. We know that we can't do it all by ourselves, and the fact that working together as a team and knowing that I can bring to the table a lot of social skills, a lot of character building, a lot of team building, a lot of culturally responsive techniques and ideas that will engage the students, I think will make me a great colleague, as well as classroom teacher. And engaging with the families as well as the students and getting to know them, building that rapport with them will help me make that great colleague. So it says, provide us with an example of something that I've done. So I've done I chose the grade 1 introductory lesson to nonfiction text, where I used integrated visual arts, having the students draw and create pictures using different colors and coloring tools. I obviously used Ontario curriculum standards, and it was to know and use various text features. That was the main curriculum expectation that was used, and I used culturally responsive teaching by incorporating animals from around the world for this specific project that they had to do. To pick an animal and do a project on that animal. How I engaged the students was I used the word cloud to activate their students' prior knowledge. We talked about different text features, and they were able to pull from that and give me some of the text features that they learned, and we were able to create the project through that. And I also did read aloud with the students, and I allowed them to use their own bodies to create the animal's length, their body, and also to develop the character that they were able, or the animal they were going to choose. After we read the book, they were able to decide what they wanted to do. I also used the whiteboards to use for practicing the letter forms and drawing animal features. So they were able to write on the whiteboards to help them write their letters in terms of the name of the animal, and then draw pictures of that animal. Some of the accommodations that I used were visual aids. I had pictures up and words around the room related to that specific subject and that topic. Manipulatives, the only manipulatives we really had were some of the kids who needed iPads to help them understand or listen to the story, that kind of thing. It's only type of manipulatives we used, but I still consider that a manipulative because it did help create the students' ideas as to what they wanted to do for their project. And we did have a teaching assistant up there with us, one of the students who had ASD. So it says, how will the knowledge of the current trends in education inform you as an educator in our district or school board? I say it would help to improve, adapt my teaching technique style to make room for accommodations and differentiations as students' needs vary. A flipped classroom as well. Students review materials before class at home. Students learn materials at their own pace and time. And then in this, it helps the students to use their class time more wisely, and we don't have to do as many written activities, but we could do more engaged interaction, discussion, and hands-on activities. Also, we could do blended learning, was where we introduce students to different technology and different media, and then they could incorporate those into their learning experiences. And that interactive piece is what society has become. We want to be more hands-on, so I feel like these things will help our students be more hands-on. As well, it offers a variety of opportunity for the students to learn in different ways. And I also like to talk about group work or centers, because centers also was something I would believe that will help our students as well. So why should you hire me, Miss Kent? I think because I engage in professional development, and I actually enjoy that professional development piece that comes along with teaching, because you can never know too much. And the more the knowledge is power, as they say, and I believe that full-heartedly, that knowledge is power, and the more you know, the more educated you are, because ignorant is bliss, but ignorance is also not necessarily the greatest thing when you're in an environment where the students are often learning, so you need to be up to the time as well, learning as they are learning. I believe that every child has potential and they can learn, given the right tools, the right circumstances, they can do whatever they can do. And if we teach to the specific child and what they need, I know for sure that they'll be able to reach their full potential. I'm also capable of helping students build social skills, foster a safe and loving, engaging environment where students are successful in learning, successful socially, and successful in life. I feel we are building students, or speaking into students' lives and teaching students how to not just be academics, but we are teaching them to be adults. We're teaching them to be citizens in our community and to be the best that they can be as a person. I'm also a great team player. I know when to step back, when to step forward, when to take initiative, and to know all the agencies that I know of and professionals. I can be a good liaison for my students, their families, and the school as well on a whole. So I want to say thank you for taking into consideration this interview and my Weebly. You can come and visit anytime. It is for the 4th time at Weebly.com. Thank you.